Today, we are chatting all about summer school, both why I've decided to do some school over the summer and what we're going to be using. Hi, and welcome. Thanks for joining me. So, if you are new to my channel, I am a homeschool mom to three kids. I will have a upcoming first grader this year, an upcoming kindergartner, and then a toddler who will want to do what we're doing and who will make a lot of chaos for us. I'm also a homeschool graduate, and so I'm having a lot of fun and some challenge. Um, Learning homeschool from the side of teaching rather than being homeschooled, but it has been a really good journey so far, and I'm really looking forward to our coming school year. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about this summer. So we are in the last quarter of our homeschool. I think we are like right around the corner from pausing for summer. Um, and I'm going to share with you what we're going to use this summer and also why. So let's start backwards and start with the why. So normally my plan is for us to take a very short summer break. We take breaks throughout the year, so I plan on only about 5 weeks in the summer. But this year we are finishing several weeks early. Things have just gone smoothly, and we're wrapping subjects up before I planned on it. So we're going to have a longer summer break this year than I would normally have planned. And I've noticed, and especially after this last break we took a couple weeks ago, um, I noticed that when we started doing school again, my children's attitudes and playing together and their behaviors were so much better when we did school than during our break when we had a couple of weeks off. And it's something I've noticed before that if my children have a little bit of structure in the morning with some school, if they have some one-on-one time with me, and we kind of have that expectation of that's what we do with part of our morning, then when we're done, and we don't use the whole day doing it, when we're done, at least not at this age, um, when we're done, I can let them go, and somehow their time together is so much better when they have just a little bit less unorganized, unoverseen free time. They play nicer, they have better attitudes. My day just seems to run much smoother. And so it's odd to me because I do really love to sleep in when we're not doing school. I love some of the perks that come with having those breaks, and I need them, and I'm always ready to get to them. But then when we transition back into school after a break, I'm always like, "Oh, why is behavior so much better all of a sudden?" So that is one reason that we're going to be doing school this summer. And that's probably the biggest one, honestly. There is a few things I would like to try over the summer. I have some curriculum that I want to try out. And I have some things that I want to do this coming school year that I kind of want to get into a habit with over the summer and kind of find our pattern. But I would say the main reason we're doing it is I think it's just really good for us to keep that structure, both for the kids and I. And I feel like our days are so much smoother when we have a little bit. Now, our summer school is not gonna be near as much as our school during the year, so I know even that overseeing time is gonna be really minimal. Some of the things I'm gonna show you, we're only doing once a week. Um, so our school time during the summer is gonna be minimal, and it can be dropped if we need to do stuff. That's not an issue. It's not gonna run our summer, and I want to enjoy the summer with the kids. We have some camping trips planned, and I think it's gonna be a good summer. But I'm also actually really happy with what I've decided as far as school during the year. Okay, so not to talk your ear off, what are we gonna do? So I have a couple things we're gonna do as a group, and I have a few things for each of my daughters. So for my uh, coming kindergartner, so she's in preschool this year, she's gonna be in kindergarten next year. My main thing with her is that we've been learning or starting to learn the process of reading. And she's making progress. It's been slow, but it's been steady, and I've been really happy with it. And I know that if we drop school for a month and a half to 2 months over the summer, she will lose so much because right now it's all about continuing practice, like repeat practice on what she knows, repeat practice. And so right now we're in Logic English Foundations B, and we're going to continue with this in the coming school year, but I'm not going to stop this during the summer. Now, my goal in this over the summer is not going to be so much to progress. I'm okay if we take this super slow. But my goal with her is that we don't lose what we already have. So I'm okay doing like one lesson a week and just doing a ton of additional practice on what she already knows, lots of extra readers, lots of activity pages that I can find online and print off, all that. But I do feel that we're going to need some constant and consistent continued practice with her reading. I'm just not ready to lose all the ground we've made over the school year. And I feel like if we drop it for weeks, we will lose so much ground versus just a really easy continuation, slow repetition of what she already knows. And we can continue next year and just keep building. So for her, that's my main focus, honestly. And then for my now kindergartner, soon to be first grader. Um, Also with her reading, I don't want to completely stop. She's an excellent reader. She is miles ahead of herself. So this isn't about progressing for her year, but I feel like if we completely drop her reading aloud to me at 5 or 6, like I want these rules to be really cemented and I want her reading just to be super strong and cemented because she's so good at already that if I just want to give her all that she needs so that she continues with that really strong skill. So right now we have been going through this wise owl polysyllables. It's just um multi-syllable words broken down into their syllables and then they're used in a sentence. And so it's just really good practice with these multi-syllable words, which is what she struggles on the most. So throughout the summer, a couple days a week, probably not every day, we're going to just read one page together just so she continues practicing reading out loud to me, continues working on those multi-syllables, nothing intense, but kind of keeps those skills going. And then along with that, we're gonna do something that I wanted to include in her school, but I haven't really known how to incorporate it in her normal school year. And so when I thought about this as a summer school option, I was like really happy actually, because I think this is gonna be fun. I think she's gonna really enjoy it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And I kind of wanted to try these out, and that would be Life of Fred. So we're gonna be done with our normal school. We do Math with Confidence, and this just doesn't really seem like a tie-in with Math with Confidence for me. It's not something I want to do like side by side together. But I thought that over the summer we could totally read these together. Apples, this first one, looking through it, she'll have no trouble with this. We could, depending on how fast she wants to go, how fast I have the next one. I have butterflies as well, so we could totally jump into the next one. I don't think this is going to be a struggle for her. I think she's going to have fun, and I think this is actually going to be a really good way of just keeping some math concepts fresh in her mind, and enjoying and getting to try these out because I would really love to be able to use these because I think these have some great things going for them. They're just not my math curriculum, and so sometimes it's hard to tie in something extra with what you already all like everything we already have going. So I'm really, really excited to be able to try this out as summer school. So those are kind of the things that I'm working on individually with my two daughters. Um, we will be continuing to do, our morning quiet time with Bible reading, prayer, um, scripture memory. That's all going to continue. And then the few things that I want to do as a group. One, which I've already mentioned in one of my curricular fic videos, is this German. We started this last year and we made it about halfway through the book and my younger daughter just wasn't quite ready, so I needed to put a pause on it. And it ended up being the thing that we dropped when we were busy and I just never felt like this got solidly worked into our schedules that occurred naturally for me. And so one of the things I want to do is start this up when we're not doing a lot of other school, when our schedule is pretty empty and get a chance to really make this a firm rhythm, to get the kids back into it, to get myself back into it, and see if we can find just a rhythm to have it happen daily so that when we jump into our school year in the fall or late summer, this is already a habit. And so I'm really hoping that will work for us and then we can continue this in the coming school year. Another thing that we're going to be starting this summer and then continuing into the school year is nature walks. And we're going to be using this Exploring Nature with Children curriculum. I will probably do a flip through of this in the future. So if you're interested in that, let me know if you want to know kind of what this is. It's extremely affordable, essentially nature walk curriculum for you as the teacher to then go take nature walks with your kids. It's pretty simple and straightforward laid out. It's a lot of book references. It has just information on the topics you're doing. It's some suggestive activities. Um, I'm not a nature walk person. That's not my personality. The whole idea is intimidating to me. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think this might make it so that I could do it. And I think my kids would really enjoy it. It would be good for them. So that's why we're doing it, because it would be good for them. But I feel like with this, I might actually be able to make it happen. So I'm hopeful. So this is one of those things that we're going to be doing over the summer, start implementing and then continuing into the school year. We're going to be doing this on the weekends, actually, because my husband has said that he would do our walk with us if I did it on the weekend. So during the week, we'll read some of the picture books. We'll some of that stuff. And then on the weekend, we'll actually do the walk. So I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how this goes. It's something that I'm hesitantly excited about or happy about, but I'm still hesitant because it's so not me in so many ways. So this will be a stretch for me. And I don't know where it's going to go. And then the last thing oh no, I guess there's two more things that we're going to do. But the last group thing, is I want to incorporate these into our summer schools. So I was sent these, a Dash into Happy. They're like a social emotional learning curriculum. And I was sent them for a review, which I did, a flip through of these. And I can link that below. But I really, really want a chance to do these with my kids because I like what they look like. I think my kids would love it, and I think it'd be a great conversation opener and starters for us. So, there's 5 different fairy tales in this whole set, and then, like, a little teacher's guide, and I am hoping to do these, once a week over the summer with my daughters and just get a chance to go through all of them and see how we like them. And maybe we'll continue with them into our school year if we really like them and they fit well and work well, because they do recommend that you do these several times through. But I want to go through them each at least once over the summer. Okay, and then the last thing, which I forgot to mention in the beginning when I was talking about my kindergartner, upcoming first grader, my older daughter's private subjects. The last thing she's going to be continuing is piano lessons with Hoffman Academy. And this was not even me deciding it. She was just like, I think I mentioned we're going to do, a break. We're looking for December. She's like, but I don't have to stop piano, do I? I can keep doing piano. I was like, yeah, you can keep doing piano. So we're going to continue that. She loves it. It's a treat to get to do her piano lessons. So why would I stop? So we're going to be continuing with that as well. So that's kind of what I have set out for us. I don't feel like it's a ton. But it's enough to give us something that we do every day together, enough to keep some of those skills of reading and a few math concepts fresh. Um, yeah, and we'll see. And not so much that we can't drop it if we need to for a day or, if something comes up and we want to do something. Um, but honestly, I am looking forward to our summer break. And then I am really looking forward to our new school year starting at the end of summer. So I can't believe how close we are to that and that it's right around the corner and that very soon I get to start like all my reorganization and all my like school cart and homeschool planner, my new planner and all that stuff. Like that's so much fun for me. So I'm really, really looking forward to tackling all of that like right around the corner. If there's anything in particular you want to see, as I do my like planning and organization for the summer, comment that below. Any questions you have on what I've shared today, comment those below. And as always, thank you for joining me.